Okay, how long have we been sitting here, guys?
Well, her mic was muted. I thought we were like waiting for the music to stop playing.
No, it was like, yeah, that's what I thought too. But I'm like, it kind of lagged at the end for a second. I'm like, oh, geez, here we go again. And then I'm like, how long have we been sitting here like this? Happens every time, never fails, even with new stuff. It is what it is. Nature of the beast, I suppose. But that's okay because we're all here now. It seems to be okay-ish. So,
All right, let's do this. And how funny. That's your greatest fear, that you're going to have the lag, and we're talking about phobias.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. You guys, welcome my guests tonight. We've got Matt, Chris, and Mel from the upcoming film Phobias. There's a link in the description. You guys want to check that out afterwards. But we're going to talk about it tonight. So, welcome back, Matt. And welcome here tonight, Chris and Mel.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on the show, Joe, and really thank you. And you know me, I'll keep pestering you to be on any episode you give me. I mean, last time I was on, we were talking about Gremlins.
That's right. That's right.
I love Gremlins.
I'm waiting for the new one.
Yes. Yes.
Wait. Which new one? Do you mean the animated series that's about to come out? The theoried Gremlins 3 that they always rumor about, or the new NECA figures?
Oh, I don't know about the figures. I know that it's HBO that's doing the prequel live action type dealy. And then there's the theory for the third.
It's a prequel animated series.
Okay. Oh.
Actually, it's already been approved for season 2. Even before episode 1 aired.
Oh my.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another guest. We got Monique. Let's see if we can squeeze her in here.
Hey, Monique. Hey.
How are you?
Hey, darling. Welcome.
All right.
Good.
All right.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
No problem.
Yeah, we got a great crew here. So let me go ahead and kind of introduce everybody here for you, Joe. All right. So first over here on this side is Mel Heflin. She plays Trinity in Phobias.
Can everybody see and hear me? My whole screen's frozen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see and hear you.
Yes. Down below there is Monique Dupree, and she is the realization of a phobia. She is a succubus. Why a succubus is the realization of a phobia? Well, that's why you have to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Hi.
And then we have Chris down here. That is he's a lab tech working for the same people that Trinity over there works for, the firm. And he is basically Ellen Udi's whipping boy. So her character Becky does not like him, and of course her character in a whole bunch of stuff. So that's everybody here, and I'm gonna turn it over to who wants to go first and talk about themselves. Nobody.
All right, I'll go first. I'll break the ice. My name's Chris Rhydings. Been doing horror movies for about a year now. The first film I've been really involved in will be coming out later this year, Bloody Summer Camp, with Felissa Rose and Dave Sheridan, and that should be fun. Filmed a little bit recently with for Massacre Academy and a short film, and just dipping my toe in things and trying stuff out.
Yeah,
Nice.
Chris was a PA on Paralyzed, our short film that will be coming out probably in the next month or so. It's a sequel to our short film Hoodie. So if you've seen Hoodie, if you haven't, you should go see it, and if you have, you should be excited for it. So let's talk with Mel.
Hi.
Mel.
Okay, so I'm Mel. I have been doing film since guess 2009. At this point, I've filmed over 80 projects.
Wow.
And
Nice.
I absolutely love it. There's nothing I would rather do.
And Mel and I worked on a project together, so we're very fortunate to have her. She's got quite the following. So, you know, it's really nice that she's able to do this. She's actually in Japan right now.
I am.
I miss you, Mel.
I miss you too.
And that's right. Monique and Mel were in the movie Remnants together, and Monique was trying to kill her.
We worked on a few things together.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Done tons of projects together. I love me some Mel. My name is Monique Dupree. I am a proud scream queen, and also I'm a wrestling personality. I've been in the business for 32 years now. Lord have mercy. I've done projects, and I just enjoy horror in particular, but I also love wrestling as well.
You only look 32.
Yeah, you said 32 years, and I'm just like, what?
I was like,
my first film,
I figured you started as a child actor.
So yeah, I was a teenager when I started acting, but I took breaks to have children, which is why I have 10 of them. I took lots of little breaks in between.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Did you really have 10, or are you just joking? Because I'm the youngest of 9, so I don't.
I have 10 children from 8 to 27.
That's awesome, dude. I love that. I love it when people have big families like that.
Well, I do.
That's amazing.
And Monique actually directed a movie, Shadowhunters, Doublespeak, which is on Amazon Prime. I actually took a look at it. It was pretty enjoyable.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope for my next one to be better, but I'll never do that again with like directing, producing, you know, part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just so much. Oh, we lost Mel. Mel's got a little one, so.
I heard the baby.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm right there with you, Monique, because there's a reason why. Well, first of all, there's a reason why this face is not in front of the camera. I'm quite content to be the guy writing the scripts and telling people what to do. So, you know, that's, I totally get, you know, writer, director, producer. I mean, that's a heavy load for anybody. That's a heavy load for anybody.
Oh yeah.
But I got through it, so I'm glad of that.
Well, you know, it's always a learning experience. You know, you do something and you realize where your strengths and where your weaknesses are, and then you make, you know, you like for me, you know I always wanted to be an actor. I envy you, both of you down there, and Mel, because you all. I wanted to be an actor, and I was an actor in like high school and all that. But I don't know. I just never seemed to really go past that level. But you know, I've been loving films and stuff. So, you know, I'm not an actor. I'm a idea guy. So, you know, I
that's
admire.
Okay.
I want to learn more about the technical side, so I'm jealous of you there.
So let me ask, what you're kind of cutting out a little bit, Monique.
Oh, I said I actually like behind the scenes stuff. Yeah.
Well, come on in. You're more than welcome to come on into any of our stuff. I know you're busy as heck, though, so you know. But you're always more than welcome to come along on anything that we're working on. And of course, you'll be there for Phobias, so you know if you want to bounce behind the scenes as well. Hey, Mel's back.
Hey.
Hey, back.
Anyway, so Joe, you were asking a question.
Oh yeah, I'm always curious what gets people interested in wanting to be in film. Like, what was the first thing that made you guys want to go, hey, that's something, I think I can do, or it might be fun just to try it, kind of thing?
Who wants to go first?
I to be honest, just saying, I just always knew it was something I wanted to entertain. Not necessarily knew it was film that I wanted to do, but I always wanted to be that person on TV that was like kind of larger than life and entertain other people in whatever way I could do it. So I just knew that was something I wanted to do.
All right. I can relate to that, definitely.
Oh, and Mel, you just muted yourself.
I did. I keep muting because someone's having a meltdown because I can't give them
no.
Oh.
But
so I always really wanted to do film ever since I saw like Goosebumps and like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Just seeing that other people that were my age do it, I was like, I totally want to do that.
That's awesome.
I've always most of my experience has been improv. So like being given a situation, a story, and going through that in a live action sense. So again, for me, I've just now started dipping my toe into filmed media and stuff. For that, it might be kind of weird to say, but my wife and I were hoping to make new friends and have new experiences. And it just it's been fun and interesting, and we've enjoyed it so far. And I would like to continue doing it. So I like learning and experience new stuff.
That is like one of the most unique like answers I've ever had, is like, we want, and it's not dumb in any way, shape, or form. Like, because I think a lot of people kind of want that out of it too, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, friendships.
Yeah,
it's almost like
but just the way you
family on set, like I know that with Mel, every time I do something with her, we just connect, like, and pick up where we left off, and it's a closeness of something that you have, and you have a project with those experiences. That's a great answer, actually.
I love it so much because we're all so weird uniquely, and we can just like spout off whatever insanity, and you've got people going, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
We just want to be weird together. So.
Yes.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was when the film that Mel and I met on was the first feature film that I had worked on. And because I'd done, I was actually that day that I was there, I was actually working on a crew for a television show, filming about the movie that they were making, and then I got brought on, and and it's something I always wanted to do. Up until that point, I'd done photography and just some video work for like commercial stuff and things like that. I met Mel, and she just was just awesome and really cool to hang out with. And then I met a whole bunch of other great people, and quite a few of them are friends that I've had, ever since it started. And then, I've met Chris through a mutual friend. And this is actually the first time I've actually met Monique. I've actually seen Monique in so much stuff. I mean, the minute that our mutual friend Matt Burns, he said, "Oh, I can get Monique Dupree." I'm like, really? Just like you could get Ellen Udy and Julie Prescott, who are in Phobias. The whole, I'd say a good chunk of the cast is just because he knows all these people. And
same for me too.
Yeah, exactly. So because
Matt Burns suggested I try out for Matt Anderson's Phobias and Serious Profession. He's like, I think you'd fit well with Matt and do well, and you should try. And I'm like, all right, I'll reach out.
He's awesome. He's actually really awesome.
Yeah. And he actually, because I met Chris and we started talking. That's why he PA'd on Paralyzed, and because he wanted to learn the backside. But it's true, I mean, I've here it is. It's what 5 years. I don't know. I've known Mel for quite a while, and I just keep meeting all these really great, wonderful people. So, Chris, I agree with yours. Make new friends and have new experiences, and that's one of the wonderful things about this. And then doing something like Phobias, which this is my first horror film that I written that is a straight horror film. Hoodie has horror elements in it, but it's not really a horror film. Neither is Paralyzed. Yeah, it's got the horror scene, but this horror film, and then I get to work with all these really great scream queens like Monique and Mel and Julie and Ellen and oh gosh, all right. See, I told you I was going to forget if I didn't pull up the list. But there's so many great people in this that we're just going to really it's just going to be a great film, and I'm just very lucky and fortunate that we have a bunch of really great people that are going to be involved. And we actually have one of the big things couple big things about Phobias. Number one, we are going to have a monster that has never before been seen in any film ever. And I can say that with certainty because we did our research.
That's a tall.
Okay.
Yeah. It's and nobody's going to get to see it until the movie comes out. It is the one monster that we will not share. We can share. There's also one other that we'll probably keep that one under wraps. But if that one slips out, I'm okay. But the unique monster, it's never before been seen anywhere. I've done the research. So
of course you got to choose us like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know what we got to do. Yeah. So this is even though this is going to be low budget, and we're going to be crowdfunding the whole thing. We're going to be asking a lot of help from the horror community out there. But really, if you want to see a new unique monster, you gotta donate to Phobias because it's the only way. Because we can do it fine. Okay, we can make it look interesting. It'll be a unique monster, but be fine. Or we can get a lot of funding and make a really fantastic and unique monster.
Yeah, you'll see that with the funding. Like if you get only let's say $5,000, well, you can get the quality of the $5,000. But if Matt's program gets, we'll say 15, 20, 25,000, you'll see that in the production value.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what you do. And then another thing is that we actually have an actress who this is her very first film ever.
Wow.
And for me, that's Emily Flack, who is playing Emmy, one of our test subjects. This is her first film ever. She's done some stage work, but she's never been in a motion film, and she has a fairly decent role. So we're really thrilled not only to have this unique monster, but have a brand new talent. And if she blew her audition, just blew everyone else out of water. I'm not saying that everyone else was bad. Nobody was bad. There were a lot of great ones, but that's the hardest part about casting these things is you got to go with the best, and you got to pick the right person for the role, and she just hit all the buttons. So we're really thrilled with that. And of course, we got Julie Prescott, who's just she's everywhere. Yeah. And then of course Ellen Udy, who of course was in My Bloody Valentine, which I just got the Steelbook version. So I'm very excited about that. But and then we get established talents like Mel and Monique, who, they've got plenty of stuff under their belt. It's also just a absolute thrill. And then we have Lazarus, who is decided that he's going to be the one in charge now.
I thought you were gonna say Lazarus makes a cameo in Phobias, and I was like, okay.
That's what
cool.
I was gonna ask. Like, does he appear in the movie at all? Like that sounded kind of funny.
Yeah, but he doesn't like people, which is funny. Get your butt off the screen. Chris will tell you. I was in a little bit of a panic on Paralyzed because I couldn't find him.
The kitty cat disappeared for a little bit. We were under the assumption he was hiding under a couch or a bed somewhere because, we had a giant, tall man in a mask. I would think anyone kind of small might be like, I'm going to hide.
Right?
So, yeah. So, it's really great. And then, like, Monique is also, she's got that whole, wrestler, actor, director, writer. She does it all.
That's a laundry list of accomplishments. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I love using, what I've learned in wrestling to now work in acting because I've been able to show people that I can do some of my own stunts and whatnot. And so that's been amazing because people was like, okay, she could do some wrestling. That means she could probably do some stunts. So that's been a great experience and a great addition because I've always wanted to do some action type things. So that's my next conquest, is to really kind of dive into a little bit of action before, bones start breaking and I can't really do it anymore.
There you go.
Well,
maybe you'll get paid a little bit more too if you do your own stunts, because technically they won't have to hire another person. So they could give you a little more. I'm just saying.
I worked on a project called The Mick and the Trick recently, and I got to do my own stunts and my own fight choreography. He was like, you're a wrestler. You guys come up with your own fight choreography and then let me see what it looks like. And then we'll just take it from there. And he loved what we came up with. And so that was great. I had a small part, but a big part because you got to see me do some fighting. So that was pretty
cool.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we're working on a script right now. And I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to anyways, because I'm a fan of Monique. There's actually a script that we're working on, Monique, and we're actually writing something for you in it because of your physicality and because you got the wrestling background and all that stuff. We think that you would just be a total badass in it. So, it's not going to be. It's being worked on right now. It's not even finished yet, but it's just when I was writing the treatment, your name was the first one that came up from all the characters.
Time to get better and better because I've just, been during the pandemic. The only thing I really have to do is to work out and run behind my kids. So that's what I've been doing, working out and running behind my kids, doing gymnastics, doing some archery, just trying to, get my badassery going. So.
Damn.
And then when Mel has, she was in Japan, but she was able to help us out with Phobias. I'm also really looking forward to when she gets back here, because if she comes back to this area, that is, because there's stuff that I'd love to actually be able to work with her again, because working with her on that other film was just absolutely great. And it kind of sucks that the three of us, Chris, I don't think you didn't work on Remnants, did you, Chris?
Nope.
But the three of us worked on Remnants, but those two had scenes together, and I never got to see them when they filmed their scenes because we were doing a green screen, the green screen stuff.
Well, we had a great time.
We did.
That movie. It was a blast. The characters and whatnot and how we had to interact. I loved that whole thing. I just wish we had more time. But that was really great. I love working with you. You actually make working, easier. Like just your performance and everything. I really truly appreciate you all the time.
I appreciate you too. I had so much fun. It was very playful. It
Yes,
was very playful acting that day.
It was.
Yeah. You didn't make it to the premiere, did you, Monique?
No, I didn't make it to the premiere, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. Have you gotten to see Remnants all the way through?
No, I have not gotten to see it all the way through.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm not going to tell the story because it'll spoil something for you. But yeah, I was actually there at premiere, and as Joe knows, we host a show called Terribly Awful, and we were actually doing kind of a live version of Terribly Awful while we were in it. Oh
my gosh. Are you serious?
But we do that with every movie. It doesn't matter if it's like the greatest movie in the world or the worst movie in the world. It doesn't matter. We do it for every movie. So it's not, we weren't, we only did a little bit of it, but it was still it was so much fun. Watching a Mark Byrne movie is, you have to watch it in a theater with a bunch of people. It is an absolute wonderful experience, and it's most fun that I've had ever going to the theater.
Nobody got mad at you for trying to commentate the movie while it was going live?
We didn't do a lot, but we were like Jim Crut, who everyone knows is the helicopter zombie. His character.
You're going in and out.
We're losing you, buddy.
Can't hear you.
You might have to maybe come out and come back again. I don't know. I think we're all taking turns with the interwebs tonight.
Yeah. I think so. I'm surprised I didn't cut it. Yeah.
Really?
Every other
Matt.
word.
Yeah,
we can't hear you, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nope.
Yeah, he's done.
Hey, back.
There, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, when Jim's really hot girlfriend showed up, we're just like, way to go, Jim. So, it was that kind of stuff, but no, nobody seemed to mind. We actually got a couple of laughs out of it. So, it was like I said, I love going to the theater. I'm really looking forward to putting Phobias into a theater, and everybody getting to be able to go see it. And Mel, unfortunately, will still be in Japan, but, we'll make sure that we give her a private live stream just for her. So
that could be super fun.
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
So we can
did I get a fundraiser link from you, or did you not have one yet?
No, the fundraiser for Phobias will go up in May, and the reason for that is because we are going, just by, again, our old friend Matt Burns is created a convention, and at the convention it's going to be a Phobias get together. We are actually Ellen and Julie and quite a few others are all going to be at this convention, and so we're actually going to have a Phobias I don't know what it's if it's a table, a panel, what I'm hoping something like a panel or something, but we're all going to be there. And so we want to time it so that while we're there, of course, we're hitting all the fans at this convention. And by that time we are actually filming some teaser shorts, sort of stuff that takes place before the movie starts. So those will start, we're going to start filming those here over the next couple months, so that when we launch the campaign, you're going to have an idea of what Phobias is really going to be like. And it's just, but it's just a taste. It's just that, it's just that little free sample that you get before you got.
Well, is there like a little nibble we can have before the taste? Like,
yeah, well, that's what those videos are. I mean, we have the Phobias Facebook page, so if you want to see everything that's going on, where it's at right now, we actually are just doing a little additional rewrite. We're just adding in a couple of things here and there, not much, but Monique is like the lead succubi, and the way she gets to kill somebody is just whoa. It's not a pleasant death. And she deals it out. She deals it out. And Mel, it's funny. We got Mel playing a total bitch, and she's not. But she just.
Oh no, it's not far from the truth.
Oh no, I mean, but she can play it very well. And so, and then Chris, Chris is not going to be as dumb as he. Chris is not as dumb as he looks in Phobias.
Thank you.
He's.
I thought you were gonna say he doesn't look as dumb as he does in real life. I was like, hey, mister, we'd be nice here.
Maybe I come off a bit ditzy. I don't know.
No. But yeah, so now, I mean, it the one thing, Phobias is a horror film, but it's not. We don't want to sit there and just take ourselves so seriously that you think we're not making The Exorcist here. We're making a fun, gory, interesting film with I would say, and okay, maybe I'm tooting my own horn, above average characterization. The part of Julie is, first of all, the part of Julie is that Julie plays Sharon is not your typical girl horror chick. She's against type. It's even against the stuff that Julie normally plays, and which is part of the reason why she really wanted to be involved in Phobias, is because the character was different than anything that she's played. And so, that was like, not to brag, but I am. I don't do humble brags. I brag just flat out. She actually was here filming another film, and Matt Burns mentioned that I had written Phobias, and she wanted to read it. And I was like, hey, I got Julie Prescott hanging out with me. Sure. Pulled out the script, gave it to her. She couldn't put it down. She read it right in front of me all the way through. And she's like, I want this role. And I'm just like, okay. So I was just like totally shocked. But that's it's going to be a fun movie. It's going to be a bloody movie. It's a serious movie, but we're not going to take ourselves super serious either. We're going to have fun. There's a monster in there that it's not really a monster. You don't actually get to see it, but all I can say is that it involves silly string, and everybody on set gets to play with a can. So,
and one of the cool things that I like about Phobias is that the bulk of these monsters and effects are practical effects. And the reason why they're looking to do the crowdfunder is to be able to fund practical effects.
That's awesome.
Look good. So it's if you help support that crowdfunder, you're making those monsters gnarlier and meaner and nastier looking, and maybe even that big surprise monster will have a couple extra bits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And taking someone like Monique and making her look sexy yet evil at the same time. I mean,
too late.
Yeah.
She is sexy evil, okay?
Yeah. Well, We're gonna make her
She's probably
sexy
a ninja
evil.
for all we know.
Yeah. Oh well. The prosthetics and the character designs by Jeremy Amos and Amos Effects. Whew, that's some scary stuff. And Monique, I know Monique's just. I mean, she's gonna tear it up, literally.
And if you join the Facebook group for Phobias, you can see some of those succubi designs drawn on the profile page. So if you're interested, go check out Phobias on Facebook, or Phobias the movie on Facebook. And
Phobias movie is what
the description's in the links in the description.
Excellent.
But yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun movie. It's going to be a gory movie. It's going to be everything that you kind of hope for. It's a sci-fi horror film. It's got that Prince of Darkness vibe to it from John Carpenter. So it's everybody who's read the script has enjoyed it. And I mean, Mel already recorded her bit as Trinity, and it was awesome. And I cannot wait to actually meet Monique in the flesh as she's ripping flesh, because it's like I've seen her for ever since I kind of joined in with this community here. So this is going to be a real thrill. And then Chris has just been nothing but a huge benefit to us. His work on Paralyzed was just outstanding. We're very proud to have him on Phobias, and this community is great, and I thank my lucky stars that I got to meet such great people, and because of that, this community, I got to meet you, Joe. So that's all.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's very nice. Thank you.
I mean, you gotta because you gotta share it and support each other, and and sometimes some people take advantage of that, but the true fans know who are really here for the fans, and that's all the people in this box right here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wanted to say, I really like the concept of your film, because it's kind of it's refreshing in a way, because everybody's so hung up in the typical horror outlines, if you will, right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, there are, don't get me wrong, I love a good slasher, just like the rest of us. Love it. Can't, you can't get enough.
Everybody keeps, I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's like, you keep walking past it, and then it's like, oh, this is a different movie. I want to see this. This is nice and refreshing. What's this? I like that, what you got going right now. Like, it's very refreshing and different.
Well, that's why I liked Monique's movie so much, is because Shadowhunters. I liked it because it was different. It was not anything I had seen or had worked on. So, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I got to check this out. And it was definitely, worth it. And I like seeing something new, and I like it when people try something new, and that's something that Key 13 Film Partners, that's what we always try to do. We every movie that we make tries to take something that everybody knows and finds a better way or a different way. I wouldn't say better, because then that sounds really arrogant.
Unique?
No, better. No, not better. Damn it, stop using that word.
You're finding words better than I am tonight.
It's probably the COVID shot. But
beeping quieted.
Well, our film, like Serious Profession, it's a gangster movie, but it's not. Putty and Paralyzed, they're a horror film, short films, but they're not. We always like to try to take the trope and go, okay, let's find a different way to take this same trope and do it. And the one thing we miss, and again, not saying that horror, slasher films and ghost films and Annabelles and things like that are not good or nothing. But we missed the old sci-fi horror, not like Alien, that, because if I had the budget for that, I'd love to do an Alien type movie. Yeah, but we miss those kind of like Hammer horror, mad scientist tortures people kind of things without it being torture porn, which I know a lot of people like it, and it's fine. It makes me oogie.
Yeah, it's not my thing either.
I mean, what did it for me? I forget. Was it Saw 3 or 4 when the girl gets thrown into the pit full of needles? That was
you
it.
Start whinging, you're like, ooh, no.
For me, it was Hostel, where they cut the Achilles tendon.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that in any movie. Oh, Pet Cemetery, where Gage goes. And,
yeah. Ooh. Oh,
I like that part. Has anybody seen Audition?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
I love that scene. Oh my God. When she's like, I lost it. I was like, okay. It was just like, and it was so much until you got to like that part. It just kind of exploded there. That kind of stuff that gets me all the time, every time.
You said it's called Audition?
Yeah, Audition, but Takashi Miike.
Yes, I'm a big Takashi Miike fan. I mean,
okay.
Slasher stuff too, but like I met him at a convention once, and I didn't get to talk to him, but I was just like, I idolize this man so much. I really, really do. He's, one of the people that I just had always wanted to work with, alongside like Quentin Tarantino. Which is
yes.
Yeah. So I love stuff like that. I love Takashi Miike.
Nice.
Monique, did you ever see Visitor Q?
No, I haven't.
Oh my Lord. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I need to see it now.
Yeah, it's I'll warn you, the phrase trigger warning was created from that movie, I swear, because Visitor Q, it is the most, it's Ichi the Killer messed up.
Really? Because I love that movie.
But it's very different. Ichi the Killer, had its thing, but oh my gosh.
If it's in that realm though, I definitely have to see it, because that's also one of my, like, I love Ichi the Killer because it's like very like slasher. I see where Quentin Tarantino gets some of his influences from when I watch movies like that. I mean, there's no way that he could get some of his influences from Takashi Miike.
Oh yeah. He's one of the most influential, and he's the master of the low budget film. He can take even the most tiniest of budgets and make it something amazing. Visitor Q is shot completely on like an old camcorder. It's shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so low budget, but it's so deserving. If I say anything about it, it ruins the experience. But the one thing I always say, and people who have seen Visitor Q, if you say this line, they understand. People who see Visitor Q know what you're talking about. And the line from the Visitor Q is, "It's not a mystery of life, it's shit." And
okay.
If anybody who's seen Visitor Q and you say that line, they instantly know what you're talking about, and you've just created that connection with somebody. Because and Monique, if you can't find it, shoot me a message. I will find a way to get it to you, because it is out of print on DVD. I had it on DVD. Somebody stole it or lost it when one of my moves, and I have it on digital. Let me know. I'll send it to you. But I'll warn you, it is not for the faint of heart.
Then I'm in.
And definitely, Mel, definitely no, don't do it. Don't do it. Definitely not. Definitely, if you do decide to have the urge to watch it, do not watch it with the kids anywhere in the house.
No, I don't watch much of anything with him around.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my kids grew up on horror and like with people on sets with like guts and stuff like that but I wouldn't, with what you're saying with this movie, I definitely wouldn't. But you have to remember, I have adult children too, so I could, if I suggest it and then give them the disclaimer, it's up to them. But my whole family loves horror, so my son might just venture and try to find it himself.
Well, I'll tell you, Visitor Q is not a horror film. It is a family drama. If it was written and directed by Charles Manson.
Oh my God. We saw how that one turned out when he tried to for his own family.
Yeah, it's that effed up. So yeah, please, yeah. But it's a fantastic movie. My ex-wife hates it. I honestly think she's the one who lost it. She probably, I was packing and I turned my back. She probably took it out, threw it in a trash bag, and because she absolutely hated that movie, which is fine. That's why she's an ex. But no, I'm being facetious. But anyways, yeah. So Monique, you just went up in my estimation even higher already because a Takashi Miike fan is, you got to connect with those folks because they've experienced something. It's just like the fans of Tsukamoto, who did Tetsuo the Iron Man and Tetsuo 2 and Tetsuo 3 and Bullet Ballet. These are the auteurs of Japanese cinema. They take it to a whole nother level, and it's a level that has influenced some of my writing for some other projects that are still in the development phase, but they definitely are an influence. And as Monique said, you can see it in Tarantino. He borrows from Miike. He borrows from Tsukamoto. He's borrowed from a couple of others. Pulp Fiction borrowed from a movie called Samurai Fiction, which is kind of fun, or not Pulp Fiction. Kill Bill borrowed from Samurai Fiction, which of course borrowed from Pulp Fiction. So it's all this cross contamination. But also Mel, of course, with her 80 plus films, I mean, she's done it all. And I mean, I want to watch Return to Splatter Farm because Mel is in it, but I absolutely loathed and despised. If you watch Terribly Awful, you'll see I loathe and despise the Splatter Farm. So I have this.
You can enjoy the sequel without liking the prequel.
I'll try. Only because you're in it. I mean,
give it a chance.
I was so mad at them. I mean, my review on Terribly Awful says it all. I kept calling it Splatter Farm because I hated the movie so much. But then we saw this movie called An Hour to Kill, and by the end of it, all the three of us, Craig, Colleen, and myself, were about ready to kill ourselves because the movie was just awful. So at least, So I will give. Actually, Craig has a copy of Return to Splatter Farm because he loves the original. So he got a copy of it. So I'll ask him to bring it up here next time we have a production meeting, and I'll watch it for you, Mel. I'll watch it for you.
Watch it from Mel. Do it from Mel. Well, guys, we're coming up here close to the hour mark. And since there's a few of you here, it'll take a minute. Did you guys want to share with everybody where they can find you at? Because I wasn't able to get your guys' links and stuff prior. I apologize for that. But
well, that's my fault. I should have sent them to you. So Guys, promote yourself, please, because
Tell
without
everybody
you,
where we can find you guys at.
Mel.
You can find me on pretty much any social media at all at Mel Heflin, MELHEFLIN.
Okay. Oh, next or me? Okay.
Yep.
I'm on all social media platforms because I'm a social media manager, so I have to be on them whether I want to or not. But I'm usually at the original Gata, THA, the word original, and GATA, all one word. When in doubt, just Google Monique Dupree, and then all my social media comes up. I have a YouTube channel, TikTok because I follow behind my children, Twitter, Facebook, my Facebook fan page, which hit 110,000 likes, which I'm very thankful for. It just like exploded from the last, like I had like a small appearance at AEW wrestling where I was just in the audience with the other wrestlers, and then my fan page like exploded, and because
Nice.
fans. So yeah, you can just find me anywhere on social media. Just Google Monique Dupree and it'll just all be right there.
Monique,
That's
you and I have
awesome.
something in common. Now we've both been to AEW shows.
Well, I most of the people from AEW I know from House of Hardcore shows and or Impact because you know I work with Tommy Dreamer. So I was there with Sunny Kiss, who invited me.
I love Sunny.
I know I love Sunny too. I've worked with her so many different times, but I was just there to hang out and to, you know, to see everything. And she was just like, hey, come out there with me for AEW Dynamite because, you know, you can't really have crowds around because of COVID and everything. Mm-hmm. And they have fans, but they're all the way back, like they're not near the wrestlers. So I had to get COVID tested and all of that stuff to, you know, to be there. And of course I ended up on TV on AEW Dynamite and AEW Dark, and everybody was like, oh my God, Monique's going to be on AEW. I was like, no, Monique is not. Monique was just here with Sunny Kiss. But yeah, it was really, really awesome experience. And I'm hoping to go back in March.
Cool.
And what's up with everything and everybody, but I know most of the people from the other promotions that I've worked. So that was the great thing. It was almost like a reunion.
That's cool. All right, Chris. So where can we find you, buddy?
Well, you can find me on IMDb. That's probably going to have most of my up-to-date stuff on it. I followed Matt's suggestion. I did make an Instagram. So I'm going to try to do that. And I've been helping a friend out with a YouTube show called Cinema Nitpicks recently. So I've been on there and we've been just talking random jargon about movies in a comic book shop. So that's been fun.
Nice. That's awesome.
So that'd be probably the easiest ways to find me is IMDb, this new Instagram account. So make it look nice. I have very few followers because it's brand new. And on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll look you up later.
Thank you.
Not like that, but you know, I got you, man.
And actually, I just followed him back from there. You can find us on K13 Film on Instagram. You can also find us at Key13 Film Partners. If you type that into Facebook, or all our social media links are on our website, www.key13film.com. You can also find the photography that I do as along for Key13 Film Partners as well as for myself. Actually, I did Chris's headshots.
That's true.
And you can find that at MAP, like map, or MA Photo, Matt Anderson Photo 41, which is my lucky number, and on Instagram, as well as Key13 Photography Studio on Facebook, and as well as through our website, there is a section dedicated just to our photography arm. So, and then Phobias movie is available. You can find it under Phobias Movies on Facebook. We don't have an Instagram. No, there's not an Indiegogo page for Phobias yet, but there will be soon, very, very soon. So, but it will have the link on our Phobias Facebook page. So go ahead, join the Phobias Facebook page, or you can follow us through Key 13 Film Partners or through the website.
And that'll give you access to knowing more about the Serious Profession crowdfunder that should be coming out in the next week or so.
Yep. And Serious Profession is our other film. It's a gangster film by a really talented group of folks, and and that funding campaign is going to go up sometime this week, hopefully, if all goes well, as well as find links to that as well. So we got a lot of stuff going on at Key 13 Film Partners, and we really appreciate everybody's support. We're new. We've been around just a little over a year now, but because of great people like here and the great cast and all the people behind the scenes that have supported us, we wouldn't be where we are, and we are really looking forward to bringing a lot more great stuff to everybody. So thank you all.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see this. I'm super excited. I want to see what she does. I want to see the monster. I want to see all that. I'm very intrigued. So don't let me down, Matt.
Hand to God, I will not. And because I've got some scream queens here, so and of course some other scream queens, I can't disappoint them, because if I do, I'll never hear the end of it, and I will probably be the next victim.
We hear about it at every convention.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys for being on.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, guys. That's our show for the night. Thanks for coming back, and thanks for being patient with my interweb box. So, and thank you guys for being patient. I know I had to change you guys around a couple of times, but hopefully it stays nice.
Well, once we get moving in production, have us back on. We'll we'll get some more people. We'll get these great people back, and then we'll get some more people on here for you. So.
Absolutely, and send me the link when you guys have that ready. Send me the link, and I'll post it on my page and everything, and link the episode to it as well, so that way people have a connection to what it is they're going to. So. Absolutely.
Anything that we can do to help you out there, Joe, because you've been a big, nothing but supportive of us. So we definitely hope to return the favor as much as we can.
Well, thank you. That's all I want to do is help, because a lot of people don't know where to go. So not that I know, but anyway, that's a show for tonight. I'm gonna go get some food in my belly. Thank you guys for joining, and I'll keep you guys posted on Phobias, so you guys keep an eye out for that. So have a good night, creeps.
Bye. Bye now. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we lost Mel and Monique already.